monohybrid cross. Then we will get the results like that. Then what will happen? 1 by 2 t plus 1 by 2 t whole square. Then what will happen? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 1 by 2 t capital T into 1 by 2 capital T, okay, plus 2 into 1 by 2 capital T into 1 by 2 small t plus 1 by 2 small t into 1 by 2 small t, a plus b whole square, like that. Then what will happen? 1 by 4 capital T 1 by 2 capital T small t 1 by 4 small t. So 25% of the plants are homozygous tall, 50% of the plants are heterozygous tall, 25% of the plants are homozygous dwarf plants. This is the 1:2:1 ratio what we are observing by using this binomial expression. This is the application of Mendel monohybrid cross to mathematics. Okay. So next we got F2 generation. Mendel observed one more important point, the dwarf, okay, homozygous plant, dwarf plants of F2 generation are self-pollinated for further generation. Then what happened? The all in F3 and F4 and also F5, the ongoing generations, the dwarf plants only, okay, develops into only dwarf plants. That means the F2 dwarf plants are homozygous dwarf, not heterozygous. Now what would observe? For example, if you take the tall F2 plant is self-pollinated for next further F3 generation or F4 generation. What will happen? You can't get the same results as in, okay, dwarf plants. Why? Because the dwarf plants are all are homozygous. That's why they yield in F3, F4, F5 all dwarf plants. But in F2 tall plants there are two types of plants there. Some are homozygous tall, some are heterozygous tall. In homozygous tall plants, okay, are self-pollinated, then in F3 and F4 what happens? No problem, just like, okay, dwarf plants they also yield same homozygous tall plants. But when these heterozygous tall plants, okay, mainly allowed for self-pollination for F3 generation, what will you observe? The same, once again you will observe the 3:1 ratio of the tall and dwarf plants phenotypic ratio. Again the genotypic ratio 1:1, the F3 or F4 or F5, like that. So with the help of these results, okay, you can say the dwarf plants of F2 generation all are, okay, homozygous plants, but the tall plants of the F2 generation, some are homozygous, some are heterozygous. What proportion homozygous, what proportion heterozygous, already we have discussed. 1/4 are homozygous tall and, okay, half of the plants are heterozygous tall plants. So this is another important point. Now with the help of this, okay, monohybrid cross, the Mendel proposed, okay, two rules. With the help of the monohybrid cross, Mendel proposed the two rules. These two rules are, one is the law of dominance, the second one is law of segregation. This also called as law of segregation, also called as law of purity of gametes. Okay, let us understand one by one. The law of dominance. What is the law of dominance? Very simple. According to the Mendel, mainly the characters or the traits are transmitted from one generation to other generation through factors. Okay, So these factors mainly exist. These discrete factors means conspicuous factors mainly causing the transmission of characters from one generation to other generation. That is, next, these factors occur in the form of pairs. So in heterozygous condition, one allele dominates the other allele. For example, in F1 generation, the all are heterozygous. The tall allele or the tall gene mainly dominates the dwarf gene or the dwarf allele. So this is called as law of dominance. So one allele dominates the other, or one gene form dominates the then another form of the same gene, that is called law of dominance. Okay. Now let us see the law of segregation or the law of purity of gametes. So to understand this one, when two different alleles, so the capital T and small t, these two are the alleles of same gene, two different alleles. Whenever they exist in the heterozygous condition side by side or together, during the formation of the gametes, the gametes receive only one type of allele. That is the law of segregation. Means during the formation of the gametes, meiosis occurs. During this meiosis, the alleles segregate from each other, means without blending. So even though whenever they are in heterozygous condition together, but they do not blend with each other, they do not fuse with each other, they are pure in condition, and during the formation of the gametes they segregate from each other. So capital T allele segregate from small t allele without blending, without fusion. That is the law of segregation. These two principles are also called as principles of inheritance. The first term proposed by G.J. Mendel with the help of this Mendel monohybrid cross, even though he did not know the gene. Actually, what is the gene? Gene is nothing but it contains the information to express a particular character in an organism. So nowadays, the factors what we are considering as genes. Next, we are able to understand another important feature, that is the alleles. Alleles are nothing but the two forms of a same gene, the two different forms of a same gene. These are also alleles. Now another important point, that is we have actually considered the 7 pairs of contrasting characters. Here we discussed only tall and dwarf, but you know the 7 different pairs of contrasting characters. What are those? Height is tall and dwarf. Next, like that, the flower. Let us see the flower. Flower means here the flower characters, 2 characters we have considered. One is the position of the flower and color of the flower. Position of the flower means axial and terminal. The color of the flower violet, crossed with the mainly white colored flowers. Like that, we have taken 2 more characters of pods or the fruits. What are those 2 characters of the pods? One is the shape of the fruit or shape of the pod, and another one is the color of the pod. So what is the shape? Mainly full pods crossed with the constricted pods. Like that, the color means the green color pods crossed with the yellow color pods. Like that, the seed characters, 2 characters are considered. One is the shape of the seeds and second one is the color of the seeds. The shape means round seeds crossed with the wrinkled seeds. Like that, yellow colored seeds crossed with the green color seeds. So when you observe the monohybrid cross in all these 7 pairs of characters, you can get the same results. For example, the full pods are crossed with the constricted pods. Then what will happen? In F1 generation, all are all plants with only full pods, full shaped pods. When you cross the green colored pods with the yellow colored pods in F1 generation, all are green. Why? Because the first written character all are dominant over the next written characters. That's why in F1 generation all plants, okay, mainly produce these characters only, the first one, okay, axial flowers, violet flowers, okay, full shaped pods and green pods, and also round shaped seeds and yellow colored seeds. So this character, okay, disappear